Good afternoon guys and welcome back. What I'll be doing today is a quick unboxing on the Mark 1 Utar. Kevin Talbot has spoken about it. Tom Lee has said that it's brilliant. So guys, I want to check this out for myself. Right then, I have been waiting to get my hands on this Utar Mark 1 or V1. I love the passion that's gone into this one, and with FTX putting that passion into it and put this as a Mark 1, they've kind of made the price of this vehicle more expensive, which kind of like pulled me in to wanting it even more, because the practical of it is that obviously there's more going on with this one than the 2.0, but the 2.0 is better. So the 2.0 is retailing for about 130 and this is about 160, 168, which is really interesting. So guys, this vehicle was launched last year, but like I said, I got the 2.0 first, and then a lot of things pulled me to this one and I decided to get it as well. So this is the unboxing and break down exactly what's different about this truck. Okay. Okay, first thing, lovely presentation. As you can clearly see on top of the box, there is a cross wrench, a 2S charger, which is just a basic USB charger, but this will be interesting because you can program it, which is really tidy. Obviously you got your booklet, as you can see on the top camera. Yeah, awesome. We'll take the car first. So let's place that there. And ta-da! Check that out. I'm just going to move the box to the side a second. But there, look at that. Absolutely amazing. Okay. That was quite appreciating, taking that off. Okay. Well, you can clearly see it has little clasps to hold the body down. The tyres look very nice. I believe they are a little bit small, but you know, I can't see that that's going to cause any issues. But I have got some bead lock wheels that I want to put on this after, but we'll do a comparison basically with this going around the track with these tyres on, and obviously put in bigger ones, bead lock tyres on it. Yeah, it's got clips on the top because it's on a clipless body, so these clips off and just basically see what happens underneath. This place down will be a lot really easier, I think. These are quite fiddly, and they're very, very small clips. Taking the clips off the car now, just taking the body off. I'll place that here. Alright, well, that is beautiful. There's a lot going on there. This is obviously an 18 scale crawler. You can see it's got portal axles, which is very nice. It's got a skid plate there, which is metal. You've got plastic links. I will be changing these in a future video to metal, and also the drive shafts are also plastic as well. Yeah, it's all plastic. With the suspension, I can clearly see that you've got different positions. This is a lot more places that you can actually put your suspension to give it more flexibility, hell of a lot more flexibility than the newer one. So that'll be interesting to see where we can actually put these, and you can actually put the suspension onto the bottom part as well, because there's holes there which will give you just amazing flex. Like, let's see what battery it has. It has a 360 mAh battery, 7.4 volts, and it's a 2 light bulb battery. Okay, it's got a Fury Tech Venom motor. I believe that is a 540, I think. I tell a lie, it's a 280 size motor by Fury Tech, as you can see. Very, very nice. It has a Fury Tech receiver and ESC. It also has a 2-speed gearbox by year as well, but all the gears in this truck is basically all metal. So you've got metal axle gears, and also your servos are metal as well. I did have a problem with the servo with the second one, which is a 2.0, but we haven't had no problems with this yet because we haven't took it on track, but that'll be interesting to see. Yeah, it's looking really, really, really nice. And also, I would say the axle on the back is probably about 5, maybe 6 mil wider than the 2.0. So that'll probably give you maybe better grip. We'll have to see. But yeah, you can see that obviously all the gearbox and the receiver and also the battery is placed in a position where it counterbalance itself out. It's a little suspension. Now this is oil filled, obviously, but unfortunately, if you can see this by here, it's not coming back upwards. So that means that it would have to have like a small mini service, and I would have to get some oil in there. So obviously I've got to take the shocks off and put some oil. I don't know if you can see it or not, but where you put the suspension in, it sticks. It doesn't come back out. So that's probably a loss of oil. Like I said, this truck was manufactured roughly about a year ago. It still holds its price. I think I've already mentioned that. But it's a nice bit of kit. And yeah, it's going to be a couple of upgrades regarding wheels, servo, and a lot of other things. But first things first, guys, we're gonna just basically go around it a second to make sure that I haven't missed anything, which I don't think I have. I think I've mentioned quite a bit, to be honest. Check that Venom motor out though. Isn't that absolutely amazing? It's quite small as well, but very, very punchy this thing is. Because obviously the 2.0 is as well. So guys, I tried to keep it sweet and short. So we're gonna try and get this run on track, and yeah, just basically see how it goes. But it's a lovely colour. I do like it. I like the fact that it is narrower. It's not as high, so it's more centre of gravity. And with the predecessor, which is obviously the newest one that FTX has brought out, the body's a little bit higher, but this is a lot shorter. But I still think, regarding the way that the axles are, it's still high, so you've got a low centre of gravity. But what I'm trying to say is that you can still get over a lot of things because it's obviously been designed higher, but also low as well. But guys, what do you think? I know that this model is last year's, but I had to get it. So I can basically do a comparison between the two. Right, so I'm going to power this up. Obviously, before I do that, I'll just leave that there a second and get the controller out. With this controller, it's probably the same as the 2.0. We'll just see. And no, it's slightly different. Obviously, you've got your steering trim, you've got your steering DR, your throttle, and your throttle trim, but also as well, you've got this here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this here, if it focuses, you can change the settings on the brake. Now, obviously, the 2.0 hasn't got that, and this one has, and also the 2.0 hasn't got a programming card, and this one has. But it'll be a good thought to see if we can actually program the 2.0 with last year's tech. It's got to work, right? don't think anyone else had thought of that, so I'm going to get onto that and see if I can program the other one to basically put the brakes on it, and yeah, we'll see. But obviously, like I said, with the controller, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that's your settings. Steering trim, and obviously your acceleration and braking. That is the settings that you can change. And also here you've got channel 1, 2 and 3. Channel 1 is the slow gear, I believe. In the middle is neutral, and obviously channel 3 is stupidly fast. But on the other one, on 2.0, that would be a channel 4. So you change channel 4 settings and it just goes back and forth to your settings. So guys, try to make it quick and sweet and quick, or quick and sweet, whichever way you want to impersonate it or take it. But yeah, let's get this going, and yeah, see how good it is.
A few moments later.
Right then, basically what I've used in the 2.0, so slight problem with the suspension on that as well, is Team Corrali. It's a 20 weight and it's a CST 200. Now this should be suitable. Yeah, it should be suitable for this car. So I'm going to use a 1.5 hex screwdriver. I'm just going to wrench these out a second and slightly into this. I'll just basically show you the first shock, and obviously leave the other ones because it's going to be exactly the same process to do it. So I'll just do the one. Yeah, it's the same suspension as the other one. And if you can see there's like not a great deal in it, so I'm just going to put a little bit of Team Corrali oil in there. Just basically like this. 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, 4. Yeah, it's about 4 drops of oil has gone into there. There, so that's 4. Right then, so we put the sleeve back on. Like this. Yeah, that feels better. It's actually coming back up, as you can see there. But with this process, obviously it's just going to be exactly the same. You just screw the top of the housing off the suspension, put the oil in, put the spring down and try and hold the top of it. It's pretty straightforward. It's just like a little mini service, that's all it is. And also I just realised as well, these shocks are adjustable as well. So if you wanted to give them a little bit more, you can, like as you can see, I can spin them. Obviously you can spin them and higher and lower them, which is quite nice. And they are like a conventional shock, because I think on the 2.0 the spring is the opposite way around. So yeah, got a little oil on my hands. Just going to clean my hands at the minute, but yeah, we're going to progress forwards and just do a bit of crawling on the table. I'm not going to get the gear out just to see how it goes, and yeah, at the end of the video then we should be able to get this Utar V1 or Mark 1 over the track, and it's a different track again. So guys, it's getting better and better.